I don't know, how does it feel to be an Omaha kid and score a game-winning goal in Creighton jersey at Morrison?
It feels really cool. Yeah, I mean, I grew up coming to games down here and kind of idolizing these girls and watching, every other game. And it's really awesome to be in the stadium, one of the best stadiums in the country for women's soccer, yeah.
Can you take through the sequence of what you saw and how you got it in?
Yeah, so Ross always likes me in the box when we're going up for headers. I'm a big kind of in the air presence. Maddie Radke, she's great at crossing, really good at putting it on the head when she needs to. I saw her cross it in. I had no idea for me almost at all. Just cut into the box and it was right on my head. Yeah.
So did the first shot go off the
post? Yeah.
Post?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did it just kind of go to your feet after that, or?
A little bit, yeah. It just hit me right in the stomach, and I just kind of ran through it, just trying to get in the goal any way I could. Yeah.
How did you feel about the first and second half performance? You're trying to assess the way the match went in those 2:45s.
I mean, there were goods and bads overall. I think the first 15-20 minutes of the first half was really good for our team. We stuck to our game model and stuck to what we know, and we got a nice goal out of it. I think we kind of backed off a little bit and kind of let them get back in the game, which probably shouldn't have done, definitely shouldn't have done, but we came out strong in the second half. It was definitely a bit of a messy game, but we got it done either way.
Your second half through these first three matches have looked a lot better than your first. So I wonder how does the team feel about that trend?
We definitely want to fix that trend. We want to put together 2 clean halves and put together a good 90 minutes. Our energy out of the locker room seems to just be a lot higher, and we're trying to fix that coming out in the first half, yeah.
You probably like me, you're going to be at home for 5 straight games now, and you feel like the team can really kind of build some momentum over the next couple of weeks?
Definitely, yeah. After being away for 5 days, it's nice to be back home and sleeping in our own beds, eating our own meals, so I think it'll definitely help us build momentum on the season, yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, just your assessment of, I don't know, I know you were worried about the way the first half, second halves were coming in, but it seemed like another one where you looked better in the second than you did in the first. How did you feel about it?
Yeah, definitely. We were better in the second. But in the first, to be honest, it took us probably 5-6 minutes to really get our foot on the ball. Mm-hmm. Really, they backed us up pretty quick, and which was disappointing. We wanted to go out and get our front foot on them, and but scored a good goal. Felt like we were pushing to get another one, and we gave away a cheap corner, and that's the danger. Credit to them. They put a great ball in, great header in the goal. So kind of knocked us back a bit, going 1-1. But like I told them at halftime, we got to believe no matter what, we're gonna put the effort forward to win the second half and win this game. And unlucky not to get many more goals. That's the disappointing part, is I feel like we left some goals out there, and we made this game a lot harder on ourselves by not putting them away, put pressure on ourselves. But in the end, just proud of them. You got to find a way to win no matter what. It can be a pretty win, an ugly win, and I would classify that as an ugly win. We had to scrap it out. We had to find a way, and that's something we will build on.
Yeah, kind of go through Alexa's goal. I know it was a good free kick, and they will put it away.
Yeah, Radke has that type of service, and that's what she's out there for. When we put her out wide, she puts a ball in there in a dangerous spot, and also why we have Junkins out there. She's dangerous. She protects very well on the defensive side in the air, but she's very dangerous on set pieces in the box going forward. And it's just a good run, getting a good header on it. And what I loved was we had numbers in front of the goal for it. I mean, we got to be hungry in front of the goal, and whether the ball went in or not, we had someone there to knock it in.
I know Jenny's first career goal, it seemed like one of those that you love, just a hard effort, beating 1v1, being crafty to get around the keeper. How did you feel about what she did there?
First of all, just she has worked so hard for the full time she's been here, and she hasn't got the minutes. And for her to step out there, first start, What we asked of her was just to put 100% effort in, and she's a forward type runner. She's quick. She's good 1v1, and she made it happen. You know, it's you got to be on the front foot. You got to make their back line face backwards, and good things happen. And she ended up getting in there, and she was very unlucky not to have multiple goals. I mean, she could have had one of the goals of the year, but the spin on the top of the box.
We freaked out too.
Yeah, no, it was proud of her. It's a good step forward for her, and we just need to continue to help her grow from that.
Barden, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. No, you're next. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say that I know you said that they had some more goals today, but getting the win, and then you're at home for like the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I feel like this team's kind of build some momentum here next 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, we have to. I mean, we love playing at home. I mean, who wouldn't love playing here? I mean, that's we love stepping out on the field from the warm up and when the whistle blows. I mean, it's just a special place to play. It's special to have Creighton on your shirt and play for that at home. So we want to build on it. We want to always start with, we are going to outwork teams. We're going to put the energy forward, and we're going to have the mindset to go into a game that we're fighting for a win. And like I said, we're going to find a way to win, but we want to build on it. We want to be a little more clinical with the ball. We want to be cleaner with the ball. We want to be better in the flow of the attack. Those are all things that we will work on and get better at. But playing at home, the next 4 games again, so it's what an opportunity.
Going back to the very beginning of the game, they got that tackle right off the opening kick. What was your reaction, and how do you get back into the game after that? Like, very good way to start.
That's what you expect players to do. Once you get in the beginning of a game, you want to be the one putting in the tackle. If you get tackled, you pop back up and don't let it affect you. You get the ball up and you just start playing. That's the mindset you have to have. You can't let anything like that snowball into something that it isn't. So that's something that, I mean, it's gamesmanship. It's you gotta have that in your mind. You get fouled, you pop up, you move the ball. Hey, you can knock them a couple times too, and then you put yourself on the front foot after that.
Brought Jody in to close it out. How's she doing?
Good. I mean, that's why she's here. I mean, she's a leader. She has presence, and she knows what we're expecting of her. And 100% trust of putting a center back in with 8 minutes left. You know, not many teams will do that, but I trust her. I think this is another part of her progress to get back to herself.
Gotcha.
One more. Talk about that save early in the second half. That, I mean, huge diving save to keep the game tied at that point.
Yeah, well, that's why we have Keelan back there. She's going to make that game-winning save, and that's something that, like, I can say I expected of her because she's done it, and I have confidence in her, and the team has confidence in her. I mean, she's not perfect. She's not going to be perfect, but I tell you, she's somebody back there that we have a lot of trust in and belief in, and that's good confidence to have with a goalkeeper like that.